All right, join me on page 556 in your reading textbook. If you don't have your reading textbook out now, please pause the video and get your textbook out. I want you to follow along as I read. So let's go over the vocabulary real quick. Collision, mass, effects, mass effect, transported, century, aerial, methods, established. A dictionary skill, word origins, can be found in a dictionary. The definition may include information about the word. For example, the dictionary entry for century explains that it comes from the Latin word centum, meaning 100. Avalanche. A huge chunk of ice the size of a school bus breaks off from a glacier on a mountain peak. The gigantic falling block of ice crashes into a valley on the side of the mountain that is filled with freshly fallen snow. What happens as a result of this collision? An avalanche. This isn't an idea for a disaster movie. It really happened on April 12, 1981, on Mount Sanford in eastern Alaska. An avalanche is the very fast, sudden fall of a mass of snow or other material, such as rocks or mud. We've been seeing a lot of mudslides or mud avalanches here in California with all the recent rain. A snow avalanche begins when a large, unstable amount of snow breaks away from the side of a mountain and moves downhill. This can happen for a number of reasons. A sudden blast of air or even the vibration that may result from a loud noise can cause an avalanche. Many avalanches take place in early spring, when the snow on some mountains is softened by rain. This affects the bond between water molecules in the snow. As they weaken, an entire slope can sometimes begin to slide downward. Ice, soil, rocks, and even shrubs and small trees may be carried and transported along with the snow. But snow alone can be very dangerous. For example, the snow in an avalanche can weigh hundreds of tons. It can roar down a slope at speeds of 200 miles per hour, burying people, cars, and houses. The avalanche that took place on Mount Sanford was one of the biggest recorded during the last century, which covers the years 1901 to 2000. So that was the 20th century. We are now in the 21st century. Airline pilots flying overhead when the avalanche occurred got an aerial view of the event, high above the mountain. One of them said the strong wind lifted layers of soil that had been exposed by the avalanche and pushed them into a huge cloud. This made it look as if a volcano had exploded. Luckily, few people live near Mount Sanford, so no one was hurt. But avalanches do kill thousands of people every year. Scientists who study avalanches have come up with methods or ways to try to stop them. They have found that a thick grove of trees can keep some layers of snow from slipping and starting an avalanche. Rangers also sometimes blow up large slopes of snow before they can create an avalanche. Many safety patrols have been established or begun in countries and states that get a lot of snow, such as Alaska and Canada. They work hard to prevent as many avalanches as they can each year. Reread for comprehension. Analyze text structure. Description. Text structure is an organizational pattern an author uses to present information. And we've talked about that throughout this year, the text structure, how the author organizes what they've written. Description is a type of text structure where the author classifies information by describing its characteristics. Authors often use signal words and phrases such as, for example, and to begin with, to alert readers about an upcoming list of characteristics. Fill in the description chart as you reread Avalanche. So now you're going to go into your Google Classroom. You have your description chart, and there's also a video to go along with it. So have your textbook out and your laptop, and together we will fill in your description chart. All right, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.